Okay, I just got permission to ride out in the fields to show you. Now, one thing I see right here, some of the, and this is easily fixable, but along the door, do you see how some of that trim is peeling off? Very easy to fix, but I just want to point out everything that I see. That is literally the only thing that I've seen maintenance wise. I mean, I would replace the carpet in the in-law suite. I think that's a little bit more worn down, excuse me. Okay, so we're gonna go in this field here, and she told me to ride the fence line. So that's what we're gonna do. Now here's the other well. There's one of the wells. There are two. This is kind of riding along the driveway. Sorry, I've got ice all covered all over the top of my Jeep, so you'll hear it rattling. Okay, I'm not gonna go into this copse of trees, but you can kind of see in there. Oh, let me show you this. How pretty that is. Really pretty. There's another double gate. Now, I'm pretty sure this back house is her parents' house, and so this field is part of the land that they kept with that house. Sorry, my Jeep is so dirty. We've gotten so much snow. Now again, they don't want to sell the house with less than 7 acres, but the 7 acres is the immediate land around the house and the shop. But they are more than happy to survey off however much more acreage you want. I'll show you again. There's the back. Or you can take all 33.74. Yes, so I am quite positive this is their new house, because this looks like a brand new built house. They did already receive their certificate of occupancy, and why they built a new one is they just needed a smaller house. Now, their daughter just told me that the only reason why there's a security system there is because they needed to know if their parents, who they were elderly and they were watching them, if they ever got up in the night and wandered off. And then also, when they watched the grandkids, they needed to know if a door was ever opened, since they have that pool. So there's this back tree line is one of the property lines. Now again, I'm not gonna go into this copse of trees. I'm gonna go around it. And there's the back of the house, right there. Here's one of the ponds. Hang on, I'll get out and show you too. Here's one of the 2 ponds. Definitely go fishing. You can see they have a fishing boat right there. You could build a dock if you wanted. Have it for swimming if you wanted. There's the house up there. And she also said that he would be happy to meet you when you come out. So that's still all the same pond right there. Now here's another of the fencing. So we're gonna go up this pasture here. There's that pond. There's the neighbor's house in the distance, which is their house. Okay, there is a gate here. I'm gonna go through this other bigger gate here though. And here's that second well. So the one up in the pasture could be used for the guest house if you build a guest house. Okay, now we're kind of in the backyard, but we're gonna go over. Let me drive where they drive. So these 2 green things in the backyard behind the pool, that is actually for the septic system. And to give you an idea, there's the house. Now we're gonna go into this field. Let's ride this way. Riding along the back of the house. There's the shop. Here's the cattle chute. Here's one of the water feeders right there. Once again, you guys need to get a Jeep so you could have this easy drive like this. Back tree line. There is another double gate here. And here is the other pond. Now, it doesn't really ever get cold enough here that you'd be able to ice skate on these ponds, because even though sometimes we'll get some pretty chilly weather. So when it was 1 degree this morning at my house, out here it was already in the 30s, so it did not get that cold out here. You can see there is a thin layer of ice on top of the water, but it would never get cold enough to use these as like an ice skating pond. There's the back of the house. But great for animals and great for fishing or enjoying recreationally. It just doesn't get quite as cold here on the Piedmont as it does in the mountains. pond is on the other side of those reeds. Let's see. There it is. Sorry, hopefully you're not getting car sick. Now it is fenced again. Here's the very back of that neighbor's house that you really just can't even see from the house. So I am riding along the entire, we're seeing the entire 33 acres, just so you know. But they are willing, she said that they are willing to pay to survey off however much. Now the 33.74 acres has already been surveyed. So if you wanted to buy all of it from the very beginning, then that would be okay. Here's a big double gate there. Now this part of the fence looks like it has been damaged. So we could always have them fix that as well. They might have the fence pieces to get that fixed. But we could make that a part of the contract if we wanted. Neighbor has a, oh, right through those trees, that is a big pond right there that neighbor's house has. Oh, here's where I go in. There we go. Okay, that was fun. Tree-lined driveway. If you ever wanted to pave this, you could. And there is the house.